looking over Lake Norman here, 64 degrees. I mean, just gorgeous when you look outside. Nobody's out on the lake. You understand why? Because it's cold outside. Let's bring in meteorologist Brandon Lawson, but not cold, just crisp.
Yeah, it was definitely a crisp start to the morning. It had temperatures in the 30s and 40s, a little bit colder than yesterday morning, but temperatures are excelling. I mean, we're warming up into the mid-60s already, 64 Charlotte, 65 Waysboro, 63 Rockingham, and then in the mountains, we've got mid to upper 50s out there in the high country. And then looking again as we go through the afternoon for your voting forecast, I'm expecting temperatures to likely rise up towards the mid to upper 60s later today. Upper 60s towards Charlotte, 50s for the mountains, if not lower 60s. And then by the time the polls are closing, remember, it is going to get chilly pretty soon because the sun will be setting around 5:30 or so, and that'll allow temperatures to drop back into the 50s by the time the polls close up. Here's a look at your today highs. We've got 68 in Charlotte, 68 in Monroe later today, 60 for our friends of Boone and Jefferson, higher elevations in the 50s. High pressure well in control, man. I'm telling you, high pressure is just kind of dominating the forecast here, and it will for the foreseeable future. We do have a frontal boundary that'll try and scoot through as we go later into this week. There's also another area of low pressure moving into the Northwest Pacific. That'll be another system we track for the weekend. So we do have some spotty shower chances to track maybe late Friday and early Saturday. And then another front, that one that's moving into the Northwest Pacific, that'll eventually make it towards us as well by Sunday. 40% chance of rain, so heads up if you're heading to the Panthers game. Might need the poncho. There's that first front moving through late Friday and early Saturday. Yes, Saturday there's a few spotty showers. I don't think this is going to be a lot. I don't think there's a reason to cancel outdoor plans Saturday. But then here comes the second front for Sunday. I do think this will have a little bit more moisture with it and instability. So I do think we'll get some more shower chances in the way of the forecast for Sunday. So just a heads up for the Panthers game on Sunday. And notice there's a little bit of snow up towards the Great Lakes region as we go into early next week, Sunday into Monday. And we've got chilly conditions next week to start the week. Matter of fact, if you're worried about a freeze, that's Tuesday morning. That's one to think about. We could be seeing temperatures in the mountains in the teens and low 20s. And then towards the Piedmont next Tuesday morning, some forecast models are suggesting we could get close to that freezing mark, if not have a pretty hefty frost over the region. So something we'll keep an eye on for you for next week for those that are still trying to hold on to the garden. Lows tonight dropping into the 30s and low 40s. Definitely not going to be as cold as we're going to be seeing next week, but it will be a chilly start, very similar to this morning. And then tomorrow afternoon, how about low 70s for highs, mid to upper 60s up in the mountains tomorrow. So it will be a milder day tomorrow. And honestly, some milder days ahead. Mountains, we're looking at 50s, low 60s, really through the weekend. And then here towards Charlotte, we're looking at those temperatures in the 60s, low 70s for your Wednesday. We've got low 70s for the Charlotte FC matchup on Friday. And then the Panthers I kind of got on there for Sunday. I do have that 40% chance of rain. I'm not saying you should cancel any plans to get out to the game. Definitely go out there, but you might have to bring the rain gear and the poncho with you for Sunday, as we'll be tracking some shower chances, cooler and early next week, Alicia.
Queen City News Plus. Just search Queen City News on your smart TV's app store.